Alright, we're live. Starting out on day 86. My 2-mile walks. Just getting to the trail, just starting right now. And if you're coming in on the replay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Bunch of people popping in all of a sudden.
Hey,
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good. Roselle, hello, how are you? I recognize the name. Kevin, good morning. Your @ sign showing up today instead of Roselle. Are you in your competition today? Slept in good? Fantastic. Rainy is here. Good morning. Good to see you today. Are you home, Rainy? No, you didn't get sent home yesterday. You're still at the hospital. That sucks. You and all your classmates are still awake. Yesterday, I hit a personal best, I guess, PB, for my later today. You're getting sent home. Okay. For my time on my walks, I've been doing them around 35 minutes. Some a little bit longer. I stop and talk to people or whatever it might be. Or just walking slower. I can blame that too. But yesterday I was just trying to get under 35 minutes, which is about the norm for a person my age to walk 2 miles. And so your classmates will chat. All right. All right, cool, Kevin. Heck yeah. Fix that mini bike. Go out and ride it. Have some fun. That's part of the living, man. Old Glory, good morning. Yeah, so anyway, yesterday I was just trying to beat my 35-minute point. Just trying to be under 35 minutes. And I ended up doing it in 32 and a half minutes. My 2-mile walk. I was pretty surprised by that. They're gonna all chat in your account. Okay. Tell them to pull it up on their accounts. Subscribe to my channel. More chat, the better. More people are in here, the better. Mel and I is here. Good morning, Mel and I. I saw your new videos yesterday. It was nice to put a voice to the name. Coming out of that shyness, huh? And one step at a time. Jackie, friend, is here. Hello, how are you? So, Rainy, are you feeling better? Jackie's your friend, okay. Are you feeling better? Are you ready to go home? One step at a time, absolutely. Absolutely, Melanie. I'm sorry. It's all the baby steps. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, right? That's what they say, anyway. Good morning. You're Roselle's friend. All right. So I don't know, as far as my time yesterday, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat that. I was really pushing it yesterday. I was really shocked at the time. But Carol is here. Good morning, Carol. How are you this morning? I guess it's afternoon for you. Dan the man from Romania is here. Hello to you. Jackie misspelled. He will chat later. Okay. I need all your friends to go look up my channel on their own accounts, and if they have them, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, Carol. I will always be nice to you, Carol. I look forward to seeing you in the chat every day, and you pretty much don't disappoint. I was watching one of my old streams the other day, or last night, day before yesterday, I don't know, but anyway, I was watching one of my older streams, and you had popped in, Carol. So I definitely appreciate that. Dave, I so adore your yard work video. I like watching yard work videos. Something so soothing about the sounds and watching things get done. Well, thank you. I got more coming. I got a lot more to do, so if you've ever watched my the tour of my yard, I got two of them. One I shot way back in April. The other one I shot in August, just before I really started working on it. The one I shot in April, I planned on starting to work on it right away, but that didn't happen. But anyway, the one in August was right before I started really working on it. And you can see how much more it had grown just in those few months. Rainy, I don't know. Have not seen or heard. It is a beautiful morning this morning. A little chilly still. It's going to stay this way though. But not bad. Sun's going to shine today. Joshua is here. Good morning, Josh. Good to see you this morning. Maybe he got swept up by ice. Don't know. You can see frost on the glass. Yeah, 'tis the season. It is November after all. Usually means one more cut of the season. Okay. Yeah, I need to cut my grass, and it'll probably, oh, there's a deer standing right there. How about that? There he is. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Say hi to all my subscribers. My day's going well. I got a deer standing right in front of me. Zoom in on that bad boy. I'm not even zoomed in. I'm that close to him. He's just kind of standing there. Whenever there's any more of them around. Wish I had some apples. Yesterday I had 42-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Wow. Yeah, probably would make some good steaks. His ears perked up when I said that. Alright, we're gonna move on. Bye, buddy. See you later. Back to the walk. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta stop and see the deer. Love to see creatures like that out in nature. That's what makes this walk. Deer again. Yep. That's what makes this walk enjoyable. Whether or not I'm going to see a deer, so when I do see one, yeah, hang out with him for a few seconds. That's all right. I hit my best yesterday, and like I said, I don't think I'm going to beat that. I'd be surprised. I'd have to start jogging a little bit. I do see some people out here, and they run and walk. So, hey, yesterday I had James came in the chat, subbed to my channel, came into the chat. He is someone from the trail that I've met out here on the trail and talked to a few times. And not like the crack deer around my house. No, he just kind of stood there, so it's easy to move on from him. But yeah, James Williams, yesterday he came in on the chat, and I actually met him here on the trail walking. Started talking to him a little bit about football and stuff, and ended up talking about other things, and told him I was live streaming. He asked the name of the channel and found me and subscribed and was in on the chat yesterday. So yeah, I mentioned that they use pine needles down here for mulch, and you can see the amount of pine needles that there are down here, so that's why they use them for mulch. Plus they last a long time. They don't decompose real quick like bark and stuff does. Got the sun in my face, shining through the trees. Beautiful day to be alive. Definitely a day to get busy living. Yeah, pine shavings. Thanks, Melanie. I try to be. I mean, what's the point in being nasty towards people when you can be nice and have a friend, even if it's just an acquaintance, not necessarily a your best friend or whatever. Even if it's just an acquaintance like this guy. I mean, I talked to him a couple times here on the trail about football. He was wearing his football gear and I was wearing mine, so we started talking about our football teams, and it went from there. Now he's a subscriber on my channel and a friend, so that's cool. Pine Needles getting the animals' feet. I deal with that on a daily basis. Oh, and the horses' feet. Oh, okay. I never thought about that. Well, wouldn't that help to? I'm just thinking here. Wouldn't that help to keep like rabbits out of your garden from chewing up your flowers and stuff, or your vegetables? Just a thought. Hear noises behind me. Yeah, maybe stop over and have some coffee sometime. Pretty easy. If you watch some of my videos, it's pretty easy to tell where I live. Alright, we are at the 1 mile point. What we got for time? Oh wow, 17 and a half minutes. Yeah, definitely not hitting 32 minutes today. Might not even hit 35, but we're gonna hustle back. And got to show my favorite view of my walk. I don't know why that's my favorite view, but I just like those great big tall skinny pines, just one big long log going all the way up and the sun shining in on them. It is nice. Yeah, I know they sell stuff to repel stuff, repel animals and stuff. I just got a notification and a reminder. Today's my grandson's birthday. 25 years old. Not that there's any significance to this, but it's easy to remember his birthday. He was born the day that George W. Bush was elected for the first time. You're 25. That's one of my older grandchildren. I got to see some deer. Yep, absolutely. And now there's no pressure on me. I know that I'm not going to beat that time. So anywhere around 35 minutes, I'll still be happy with. I mean, yesterday I was saying if I hit 34 minutes and 59 seconds, I would have been happy. I ended up crushing it at 32 and a half minutes. So I hustle a little bit on the way back though. I'm sure you'll hear me breathing heavy. Dave Short, hello, how are you? Dave, we are out on a walk. I walk every day. I walk 2 miles and pretty much on the same path, the walking trail behind my house. Been doing it now every day. This is the 86th day in a row. that I've been doing this, and I just live stream from it. It's a 1 mile walking trail. Goes from one park to another, and there's about a half a mile of it. Let's see, there's the park I just left. We're on our way back, and then we're going into this area, about a half a mile. It's in the woods, and we get to see deer along the way. I did earlier. I saw one deer. Sometimes I've seen like 3, 4, or 5 of them at a time. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm doing very well. It's always good to have another Dave around. Pretty cool name, isn't it? And by saying hi, mate, I'm assuming you're not American. Where are you from, Dave? Thank you for subscribing as well. I appreciate that. If you want to, Dave, check out my channel. Probably the best place to start would be my playlist. That's called Get Busy Living. And it's based on a quote from the movie Shawshank Redemption, where he says we have a choice. We can either get busy living or get busy dying. And I had a lot of problems over the last few years with depression. And about 6 months or so ago, I decided I was going to start posting on YouTube. And here I am today. Much better person, much better outlook on life. And YouTube has definitely helped me quite a bit. So, and it's not YouTube, but the people that I've met doing these live streams and through my videos, some great people. So check that playlist out. You'll get to know me a little bit better. And then of course there's all kinds of other stuff on there for you to check out. Got a road trip down to Savannah. I got my yard cleanup that's in progress right now. Oh, all that kind of stuff. Whew. I can feel myself pushing, and I can feel my body saying, slow down, Dave, you're doing all right. Good morning. This is a pretty nice area of the of my walk. I like walking through here. Giveaways, how are you? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you double tap that screen, like the video. If you don't like it, just punch me in the nose 2 times. You gotta do it twice though, so I feel it. Gloria, are you still here? Got a question for you. Maybe not. Oh, wait a minute. Off back to Mr. Hustle's house. Absolutely. Yeah, birdies are singing this morning. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Absolutely. You can have coffee now, Rainy. That's good. Eating some semi-solid foods now. Oh yeah, you should have definitely been watching that while you were in the hospital. After you got done watching me. You can eat some semi-solid foods. Good. Good. Has anybody snuck you in a hamburger or a taco yet? Yes? Cool. Yeah, stay away from cheese. Oatmeal. Ducky is here. Good morning, Ducky. Good to see you this morning. Got some sunshine on my shoulders, and that makes me happy. Not as happy as seeing Ducky in my chat, though. Oh wow, wild turkeys. That's cool. Yeah, apple juice would help as well. Morning.
Good morning.
Warman, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a minute, as they say. Good morning. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm definitely not hitting 32 and a half minutes today. I got 3 minutes to make it back. Ain't gonna happen. You don't like the taste? Yeah. Yeah. There's a, up in Ohio, close to where I live, there's a huge turkey farm. I mean, they supply turkeys to like 1,000 different grocery stores all around Ohio, Indiana, Michigan. And someone always does a video out there where they're standing amongst all the turkeys, because they'll give you tours. You can go out in the farm, and someone always does a video where they get them all to gobble at the same time, make a bunch of noise. You've been in Poland? It's good to see you. Glad to have you back. Journey is here. Hello, Journey. Yeah, you're allowed to go get some fresh air, even if that is inside the smoking tent. Are you in Chicago in the hospital? We back. School started 2 minutes ago. Oh, you need to put your phone down and start learning there, Journey. I don't know what I would have been like as a student if I would have had access to a cell phone. I probably would have been even worse than I already was, so. Come on. You name the wild turkeys, huh? I had a weekend with wild turkey once. Different kind of wild turkey, though. You're not going to school today? Okay. You're from the Philippines. Okay. Hi. Yeah, it's 12-hour difference. I'm somewhat familiar with the Philippines. Considered moving there myself. I dig it. You have an appointment in Toledo today? Yeah, a friend of mine, a roommate, came home, and it was like the first place I lived in after I moved out of my parents' house. And it was like 4 guys. They were all older than I was. And I moved in with them right after I turned 18. And I don't know, I'd been living there a while. And one of the guys came home. The other 2 were gone for some reason for the weekend. The other guy came home with a bottle of wild turkey. And yeah, we proceeded to make sure that we could find the bottom of that bottle. And we did. Morning. No school is always good. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit different wild turkey though. It didn't taste gamey. It tasted like, ugh. You know that face you make when you take a shot. You need to go to sleep? All right. Dave, thanks for coming by. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate the sub. Love it all. Look forward to seeing you again, Dave. The more Daves, the better. Matter of fact, I was on a chat. I was talking about being familiar with the Philippines. I was on a chat with someone from the Philippines, and there was about 5 people on there, all named Dave. Oh wow. I'm almost back to the start-finish line, if you want to call it that, to where I started, my 2-mile point. And I am at 34 minutes exactly right now. So, the Dave Brigade. Here we go. I've made it back. "34 minutes today." Oh, I don't know what I've done, but and it used to be 35, 36 all the time. Yesterday I killed it at 32 and a half. Today, even stop and look at that deer for a little bit. I don't know, maybe 30 seconds, but I do not. You'd like to drink some whiskey with Dave? It would not be a long weekend, I guarantee you that. It would be a very short evening. Because Dave does not drink that much anymore. I might do a couple shots, get a little buzz going. We can sit and talk and have fun, listen to some good music. And then maybe an hour or 2 later, I'll do another shot. That's the way I drink. It's not boom, boom. I'm not banging them down, that's for sure. Thank you, Melanie. Yeah, that's not bad, 34 minutes. I mean, that's a minute under what the norm, the low of the norm is, according to Google. And if it's on the internet, you know it's right. According to Google, a 65-year-old man should be able to walk 2 miles in somewhere between 35 and 40 minutes. So I've always been on the low end of that, which is good. Yesterday I set out to break that barrier, that 35-minute barrier, and I killed it. And today I did it again. Not killed it, but I did it again. I was going to comment on Journey's chat, but roof over your head. Yep, look at what you have to be thankful for. You don't use your legs, you will lose them. Same with your mind. Same with the rest of your body. Use it or lose it. That's definitely a true statement. No. I started yesterday. I mentioned I was getting some stuff in, and I got my my tripod and a microphone, new wireless microphone, and I was going to play with it yesterday, the microphone, just to see how it worked, but it needed charged up. I plugged it in and I forgot all about it, so I'll mess around with that today a little bit, make sure it works well. And the tripod, I like it. It's nice. I think it's like, I don't know, it comes up about here on me, the max height, which is good. It's definitely going to be easier than what I have been doing, which is dragging a heavy sawhorse around. I built that sawhorse, and it's built heavy duty. When I got the plans on how to build it, it's on a YouTube video, but the guy that built them was he took 4 of them and he was stacking all kinds of wood on it, and it was like thousands and thousands of pounds of wood that he stacked on 4 of them. So I know that they're heavy duty, and they're not light to carry around. And that's definitely what I know. So, all right, well, let's see. We are down to, according to the screen, just a couple people in the chat. Not a lot of people coming in today, joining me. I'm gonna go grab that tripod and use that. Now I paid for it, I might as well use it, right? Rainy's still here, and just in case you're wondering, that's the tripod I got. It's actually, I like it, it's kind of nice. And I got 2 microphones, so if I ever do have anybody in person that wants to go live with me, I'll be able to do that. So, but right now I'm gonna set you on my old standby tripod, which is some cardboard boxes. All right, open. Oh, I locked it. There we go. You have 2 furry squatters. They're my neighbors, outdoor cats. I leave my garage door open a crack for them. They have a dry, warm place to go during the winter. Belarus mapping, hello. I'm not going to do that. I am an American, was born in America. I served in the United States Air Force, and there's one country I pledge allegiance to, and that is it. So he's been on here before, and I've seen him before, and don't know why for sure he wants me to pledge allegiance to the Russian Federation. There's no way I'm going to become president of the United States. Ain't no way. I wouldn't take that job even when I was younger. Mr. Gussel? Well, what's a Gussel? I don't even know. Yeah. Autocorrect is fun, isn't it? I remember when they first started with texting, and it was they had autocorrect on it. Yeah, it was always fun. You definitely couldn't cuss on when you were texting. So yeah, anyway, I got my new microphone. I'm gonna mess with that, make sure that works okay. I got my tripod, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably not going to use it. This is working just fine, but it will definitely come in handy when I'm filming outside. So yeah. How many countries have I visited? I've visited 2 other countries other than the United States of America. I've been to Canada and I've been to Mexico. And if you want to consider it another country, even though it's a U.S. territory, I've been to Puerto Rico as well. So the only country I have on my bucket list is Belize. I'd like to go there and see the village that my father went to twice and helped to build a chapel in. And here come the trolls. Here come, oh, thank you, whoever did that. Mel and I did it. Thank you very much. Here come the trolls. Here come the trolls. They have nothing better to do but sit in their basement and troll. There you go. Making up songs in my head. Yeah, the only problem he has that Moby, whoever that is, whatever that is, they don't have any problem other than the fact that they're bored out of their mind. They don't have a life, so that's what they do. So, how many books have I read in my life? I don't know. I've never been a strong reader, so. Yeah, most of the time that works, Mel and I. We just time them out, and they'll go to another channel and do the same thing there. And they don't come back, or they just happen to come. They're scrolling through YouTube live, and they stop on one, make a comment, see how long they can troll. When they get timed out, they just move on to the next. I do not have, well, I have a collection of books. Some I've read, some I haven't. Some are just I have one about like kind of like off-grid living, but it was, I mean, it was like printed way back in the 70s. But you know, how to clear land, build a house, plant gardens, raise animals, all that kind of stuff. What's the purpose of my life? Well, I'm 65 years old, and I've had a pretty good life. I can't complain, but sometimes I still do. Life's been good so far. I got children, grandchildren, a great grandchild. I've fixed up a bunch of houses for people to have nice houses to live in. So now it's time to enjoy. I'm never going to stop working and hustling and doing stuff, but I will start enjoying more. Carol is still here. Hi, Carol. So tell me, Carol, how have you been? I mean, all you really ever say is hi, and I love that. I love that you come in and you watch my stream and everything. But how have you been? I know that you are homebound. Any good news there, or anything to tell us there, or anything like that? Tell me a little bit more, Carol. I want to know more about you. Everybody here does. Anything crazy I do in my life? I've done all kinds of crazy things. Jumped out of moving cars, jumped out of second-story windows, parasailing when I was in the Air Force. That was part of training, though. Went to survival training in the Air Force. The craziest thing, I've been married twice. Yes, a moving car. It wasn't moving real fast. I don't know, about 10 or 15 mile an hour. It was a dare, and I did it. Other crazy things, I don't know, we used to, when I was a kid, mainly off-grid is here. Hello. Good morning to you. I don't even know. What's a Gen Z? I don't know what the age group is. How old is a Gen Z? When I started to say, when we were kids, there was, across the street from my house, there were other houses, and then there was railroad tracks and then woods. But there was also a golf course over there, and we used to sit on the railroad tracks, and when golfers came down, we used to throw rocks at the golfers, and then run off and listen to these white-haired old men like me now cussing at us. Damn kids! Jesus Christ, what's wrong with the kids today? So tell me, Moneyball, how old is a Gen Zer right now? What's the age range? And I'll tell you some advice for them. Because I can't keep up with them. Aram, hello. Isn't Gen Z year 2000 and up or something? I don't know. That's not great advice. Throwing rocks at golfers, yeah, that's not great advice for Gen Zers. You're right. I was in the middle of telling that story when he asked that question, so I paused my story to read his question and then went back to my story. So I got something in my eye. Oh man, I just made it worse. So if a Gen Zer is what, around 25 or so, 20, 25 years old. Oh, between 1997 and 2012. Okay. So what, 27? Well, hopefully by now you're married and you got kids or have had kids. Definitely reproduce. We need more humans. Thank you, Kevin. And that's what I was just getting ready to say, Mel and I. Um, Save money. Don't worry about having all the nicest things like your neighbors do. Keeping up with the Joneses is what the saying used to be. Now it's keeping up with Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Don't believe the people that are on Facebook and YouTube and all that talking about all the amazing things and amazing trips that they take and all that. Most of those people don't have any money, so they finance everything. Don't do that. Don't go into debt any more than you have to. Pay cash for everything that you can. Save as much money as you can. Work extra jobs. Work your butt off while you're young and you're still capable of doing it. And save and invest. I've invested in real estate. I mean, I'm not rich by any means whatsoever, but over the years, I've invested in real estate, and that's funded my life. I didn't have to have a job for a while because had money I was living off of from a house I sold. So invest, 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 reproduce, reproduce, reproduce. There you go. 13 to 28 years old. Okay. So many of you this channel understand, do not attempt to do anything that people, because it's been attempted and done doesn't mean it works out. Absolutely. Michael Martinez, hello, how are you? Most of the time, grass isn't greener on the other side, and sometimes that grass is fake. Yeah, there you go, Mel. I am not Muslim, no. And being rich is success. No. I mean, yeah, there's rich people, there's successful rich people, but that's not the only thing to judge your success on. I used to judge my dad, and it's sad to say this, but I used to judge my dad because my dad was a mechanic, and we lived in at the time, I mean, this is 60s, 70s, 80s. I mean, there was such a thing as a middle class back then. And there weren't ultra poor and there weren't ultra rich. It was just, there was rich, there was middle class, and there were poor. And middle class was the biggest group of all of them at that time. And, we never had a lot, but we had enough. And there were times that we did without things. And I've talked about my mom. She wouldn't buy me Levi's jeans because they were too expensive. She'd take me down to Kmart and buy me Rustler jeans. If I wanted Levi's, I had to pay for them. So that's what I did. But I used to judge my dad thinking that he wasn't successful, but he was very successful. He raised 4 kids, did all right for himself, retired. Lived comfortably in his retirement, so he was a success. Yeah, it's success if that was your only goal, was to be rich. But I mean, being rich is one thing, but being rich and happy is another thing. They say money can't buy happiness, but you can be rich. You can have a lot of money and still be happy. It's easier to be happy if you got a lot of money, but you can be poor and be happy too. So, and yeah, you're kind of true on that as well, Joshua. There was somebody I saw, and this was a while back, but it's talking about back like when I was younger, you'd see the rich guy driving down the neighborhood in his real nice car, driving, down the street in his real nice car. And it's like, your dad or something would say, oh, that's Mr. So-and-so. He's very successful. He's done this. And you say, oh, wow, cool. I want to do that. Or I want to be like him. But now people look at that rich guy driving down the car or down the street in the car, and they throw eggs at the car and cuss at him and tell him he's a Nazi and all that. So people are jealous. It's jealousy. That ecology, yeah, probably not going to happen. Pretty satisfied with my faithfulness right now. So that's why when people have lots of money, the smart thing to do is put it away and don't say nothing about it. Absolutely. I've never seen a sad man sitting on a yacht, but I think happiness is being grateful for everything that you have. There you go. There you go. And that's my, yeah, you guys have heard me talk about that. I try to wake up every morning and think about some things that I'm grateful for. And yeah, that's a lot more important. The ecology, I'm not going to get into a religious debate with you about any religion, or I'm not really going to discuss religion and politics. That's not what this channel is about. If you want to talk about either one of those subjects, there's plenty that you can talk about that on. Not here. Edits. It is day 80. 86 days in a row walking 2 miles. There we go. There's somebody who wants to talk about something I want to talk about. And here, that's freedom of speech. You're just talking about some of the people on the chat. Thank you, Edits. Appreciate that. Yeah, 86 days in a row I've been out walking 2 miles. So what is that? 160, 172 miles. So MRD, hello. Welcome to the UK. I am enjoying America. Been in the hospital too long. A whole bottle of apple juice, yep. Yep. Ask for some oatmeal and apple juice. That will help you. So I live stream every day from a walk. And one flew, they're all in the hospital now. I live that now for 86 days in a row. That's just part of my channel. I mean, if you look, these are my live streams, but I do have other videos up. If you want to know more about me, the best way to learn that is through my playlist. It's called Get Busy Living, which the motto of my channel. I taken it from the quote from the movie Shawshank Redemption, and where he says we have a choice. We can either get busy living or get busy dying. So watch that playlist. You'll learn all about me. I talk about my motivation and what I'm doing. So that is it. Expensive? I don't know. I mean, I always think everything's expensive, so I'm a cheap old man. I don't like spending money. Your dad stayed where they filmed One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest back in the 60s? Wow. Yeah, I want Rainy to get better. What's up with my page? What do you mean? What you talking about, Rainey? Get a little bit of Willis in there from different strokes. And in America, mostly people are poor or middle class. No. The middle class in this country has shrunk quite a bit over the past couple of decades. Terms and conditions apply, absolutely. That reminds me, I bought some stuff from Amazon and I got free shipping because I signed up for is my page. What's that mean, Rainey? Yeah, I got free shipping because I signed up for Amazon Prime, but I need to make sure I cancel it. I need to make sure I cancel it before I get charged $15. YouTube has been fussy lately. Yeah, I don't know. It was lagging a little bit. Rainey, are you just talking about the live stream, or are you talking about my whole YouTube channel? Because if something's messed up in my channel, well, I'll go back in. Something messed up on my channel, that's going to be, hard to take. That might be right. I don't know. Depends on what part of the country you live in, as far as like cost of living. I mean, if you live in New York City or Los Angeles or some of these other bigger cities like that, it's going to be expensive to live, but you also get paid better there too. So, I've mentioned this once before. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I guess I'm losing signal. Checked my channel and it looks good. All right, good. Making me nervous. I'm gonna go outside here. Said I lost the stream. Anyway, yeah, they did a survey, or they said that this area that I'm living in, the cost of living here is 79% of what the national average is. So where I'm at right now in Georgia, it's fairly cheap to live. So giving you the spiral of death. Okay. I did, Ducky. This is my 10th time doing it. Dave don't like me. I only see chat part-time, not the video. Huh. Alright, not working. I'm out. There you go, Ducky. The income taxes, I don't know, it's a staggered income tax or a progressive income tax. So the higher your income gets, the higher the percentage that you pay. If you make to a certain dollar amount, you don't pay anything, and after that you pay a certain percentage up to another dollar amount, and then you pay another higher percentage up to another dollar amount. So, and that's how it works. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. It could be on my end as too. Mr. Doggy. What are you talking about, Ducky? Is it her imagination? You know him? Oh, from other channels. Okay. Is he in here? Reggie, hello. I did see a deer this morning. Lester, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. Mr. Doggy is in. Thank you for the haircut, or talking about my haircut. Appreciate that, Reggie. Lester, how you been? Brandon's here. Good morning. Well, where y'all been? I've been live for over an hour. That's fine. That's fine. Just messing with you. Lester, how you been? Haven't seen you in a few days. Forgot to take the pew pew with me. Don't own one right now. And I think I'd probably get in trouble if I shot him out there on that trail. I could just see it now. By the time I got out of those woods and was dragging a deer behind me, yeah, the police would be sitting at the end of the trail waiting on me. I did not kick you out, Rainey. There's no way I would kick you out. I'm in all chat, not top chat. Ducky, you're saying things that I'm not sure what you're saying here. Rainey is still number one in the chat. Carol's number two. Bren just came in and she's already number four. I don't know what she does to get up so high. She's got some pull. Oh, they're doggy. Okay. All right. I see him now. I didn't see him in the chat though. Bren's number four. Yeah. For some reason, doggy's not showing up in my chat. I don't see, unless it's a different name. Yeah, we missed you too, Lester. You have to set your chat to all chat, not top chat, Mr. Hustle, or you don't see everyone. Oh. Well, how the heck do I do that? The three dots, click that and scroll down to chat filter. The three, I don't see no three dots. Flip. I don't have three dots on my screen. Time to take a break. Huh. Upper right. Yeah, there's not three dots up there. I just clicked my screen up there and all it did is focused on where the camera was pointed at, but I was highly surprised you didn't send a search party out for me. We were getting ready to, Lester. Yeah, only Ducky sees the doggy. Did anybody else see doggy on there anywhere? I've got this little bar on the side of my screen, and I guess I can add filters to my screen. I don't know. I've been on chats before, and not as the host, but just on a chat, and um, I guess someone was saying something about me, and I couldn't see their chats. I couldn't see what they were saying about me, but the host was saying, "Oh, he's it's like a football talk thing, and he's he's fan of another team, and I'm a fan of the Bengals, and I was talking about the Bengals, and he was talking bad about the Bengals, and so the host was saying something about, hey, this guy's saying stuff about the Bengals, and I'm like, I can't see it. I can't see his chats. When I could see other stuff he was saying, but when he said stuff bad about the Bengals, I couldn't see that, so. I'll have to check my settings afterwards. Um, if I end up killing the live stream by pushing buttons, um, I apologize for that. Can I like my own live stream? I guess not. Yeah, Rainy's still in the hospital. Foggy, doggy, loggy, Rainy, you are funny. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'll check my settings on my channel. Still waiting for food money, Lester? Your caretaker's taking care of you, though, right? You're getting food, I hope. Cheeseburger. That does sound pretty good. Yeah, I will. I will Google it. Hope you got some marshmallows, Lester. Hopefully you stocked up on marshmallows. Some X-Lax. Still got food in the freezer and fridge. That's good. That's good. Hopefully they'll get all this crap settled soon. Yeah, I know there's a setting in your page settings, and you can be public or private subscriber, and when I go to my page, I can look at some of my subscribers, but I can't see everybody because some people aren't public subscribers. So Maybe you should go back to bed. Are you off today, Bren? Yeah, it should just show everybody. I agree with you, Ducky. You're not off? Okay. Yeah, there's somebody that Ducky can see named Doggy, and she said hi, Mr. Doggy, and I thought she was talking to me, but and she can see him, but we can't. So maybe what was that old movie? Um, Henry Fonda, and he had an imaginary dog or something that he could see. YouTube puts Mr. Doggy in doghouse in chats until you make it all messages. Okay. Okay. I think that's what you were trying to say there, Brent. And yeah, it's interesting chat today. I don't know. Ducky, you're seeing things that nobody else can see, so. And Joshua was talking about Rainey's bowel movements. So yeah, you brought it up. Are you glad you joined in, Bran? The Phantom Doggy. Yep. I won't believe you until you prove. You have to email me a link to Doggy's channel there, Ducky, so I believe you. Joshua. You're awake for sure now? You're going to screenshot it too. All right. Yep, definitely send me an email. So you can prove that Doggy does exist. It's just not a figment of your imagination. Your feet are hurting today? We're not just talking about poop, we're talking about doggy poop too. Doggies and poop. Natalie, how are you doing today? Welcome into a fun chat today. We got people in the chat seeing people that aren't here, and we got people talking about bowel movements. We got all kinds of stuff going on today. Mr. Foggy deleted his messages. Okay. Yeah, we got an interesting chat today. That's for sure. It's been fun. It's been fun. Bren just joined in on the conversation, and she's like, "What the heck's going on here?" We're all just trying to help her, right, Joshua? Journey's back. I'm worried about my ducky. You volunteered at the food shelter yesterday from 11 to 2. On my feet all that time? Oh, okay. She'll be on the brown slide. Josh was just having some fun with you, Rainey. I think you know that, though. He walked home afterwards. Yeah, I can understand your feet hurting. Yesterday, Lester, you missed it yesterday. I hit my personal best on my time for my walk. Normally I do a 2-mile walk right around 35 minutes. Sometimes it's like 36. And I was just trying to beat the 35-minute point. I ended up killing it and doing it in 32 and a half minutes. So you got dropped off at school, appointments in 3 hours. And you got to sit there and wait. Josh was still going. Put some X-Lax in that cheeseburger. I'm skipping class. Been here a half hour now, and I'm skipping classes. Yeah, we were all getting ready to send out a search party for you, Lester. We have definitely missed you. Haven't been picking up any trash, though, either, so I don't know. I just kind of figured you'd vanished completely. So, definitely worried about your digestive health. You got to eat right. Yes, he has. I'm not sure where Joe's been either. I have reached out several times, but not sure what's going on there. We just assumed that Lester and Joe were together, so. They will come down and give you. No, I will not, Joshua. I will not. There you go. See, Natalie's getting involved in it too now, Rainey. I go to the lunchroom and get lunch and skip all my classes. Yeah, Ice took Joe back to Italy. He was touting being Italian a little bit too much. Ice came and got him. Tom Homan rounded him up. That's fine, Natalie. That's fine. Here, oh, how beautiful it is here. It is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. A lot of the trees here are evergreens. Just big tree behind me. That's always green like that. It gets big, huge white flowers on it. And you guys will probably see, I got to trim that tree. I'm going to trim that tree. I don't know if you can see, like out here on this edge, see how that's got like that ear sticking out, and it's also hanging too low. But I'm going to cut like that ear off. It's focusing on my finger. I'm going to cut that ear off of that end, that side, and also over here. I'm going to cut that off. But then this bush underneath it, it's quicker if she asks for butterscotch pudding and then turn around and drink a bottle of apple juice. The weather is nice. It is nice, beautiful where I live. She does have the power to put you all in timeout, so I'm going to the bus garage right now. I don't want to be in the school building. All this shit talk has me feeling something. Be right back. 41.2 degrees. This bush that's underneath here, obviously it's grown up into the the tree, but I want to trim it down and get it smaller. I'm going to cut some off the bottom, just trim the branches on the bottom. But you see all these buds on here? I mean, they're all over the whole bush. These get a really, really pretty. There's actually remnants of flowers from the last time. These get really pretty red flowers on them in December. Yeah, there's one up there. They kind of look. You can kind of see from the old bud or the old flower. It's a good sized flower, and it kind of looks like a carnation, and they're really pretty. And I definitely don't want to lose those. I want them to show back up, or yeah, I want them to bloom. But I gotta cut, gosh, probably about like right there off the top of that tree, and cut it down. I'm gonna try my best to keep as many of the flowers in there as I can. And like I said, they show up in December. They bloom. That bush blooms in December. And it's really cool that we get flowers in color in the landscape in the middle of the winter time. So that was the whole point of that whole diatribe. Someone mentioned my yard and mentioned how pretty it is, so I had to point something out. Yeah, I heard that, Joshua. I heard her saying that. She's just messing them back. Rainy's taking off. School doesn't care. I go anywhere and they don't care. We'll stop, Rainy. My aunt lives right down the street from the school. I could go there and come back to the school at the end of the day for the bus, and they still don't care. Wow. Tell you what, Dave, I have I think that there's a way that you can send it to certain subscribers. I think that there's a way you can do that. I don't know that you could actually, Mel and I, you could actually just email me a link to it, and then I can watch it, even if it is if you got it set as private. If you don't want anybody else to see it, go to my email, oldguyhustle@gmail.com, and it's in the link, or my email is in my description. But you can go to that email and you can just email it to me. Oh, it's public for a year? Okay. Natalie, you taking off? Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you being here today. You're gonna make it public for a little bit today? Is that what you said? I just put a whole pile of sugar on your cereal. What is the time here? The time is 9 a.m. Oh, and by the way, I talked about this at length yesterday, but yeah, I got my whole water situation. Speaking of the city, I got my whole water situation taken care of. Got my water turned back on. Voiced my opinion to people on the phone who don't really give a shit. But I sent a nasty email to the manager of the water department and also the city manager who that person works for. So, and strongly worded email. So what? They're gonna read it and say, yeah, so what? They don't care. But yes, I do. I got my water back on probably about an hour after I got off the chat yesterday. So called them and complained, and they sent someone out. I could have just turned it on myself, but yeah, complained. The woman that I talked to on the phone, she was actually. I apologized in the very beginning. I said, I'm probably going to get nasty with you, and I don't mean this directly to you. I know you don't control this, but, and I'm sorry that you have to hear this, but I need you to hear what I've been going through with this crap. And she's like, okay, go ahead. I'm used to it. And so I kind of loaded on her a little bit, and she said, I'm going to get someone out there as soon as possible to turn your water back on. And within an hour, I had somebody out here. So your video is called Story Time of How My New Walking Buddy Went. Okay. Yeah, I saw your videos, the two videos that you posted. I watched both those yesterday, and I saw that you had comments. Um, you had comments turned off on it, so I was going to comment on them, but that's fine. That's fine. It is definitely good to be able to put a voice with the name, though. All right, Bren. Well, I'm glad that you came in. It'll be in your videos, not your playlist. Okay. I'm glad you came in today, Bren, and you got to see that Ducky is crazy and she thinks people are there that aren't there. And then you also got to hear all about Rainy's bowel movements. You had a good laugh. Good. I'm going to keep saying that until I have evidence that you're not, Ducky. Yeah, Ducky's got you wondering. Yeah, you're wondering, does Lilliputian even exist? You might drive all the way to Indiana and find out that Ducky's just been making up that little kitten. She's found videos online and she's been posting them. So I do have a video of me singing years ago hidden in one of my music playlists. It might be in my son's playlist though. I forget. I watched the video of your son singing when he was 12, I think. Why does it say to hide that? Cut your finger on the... Cut your finger yesterday on your knuckle with a stapler? Oh, somewhere when he was 12. Okay, the one I saw was when he was 12. Somewhere when he was 16. Okay. Now let me ask you this, Mel and I, is the... Sorry, Mr. Doggy. Is the profile picture, is that you? Just curious. It's always nice to be able to picture someone that you're talking to, I guess. That is you. Okay. All right. A staple in a bag. Oh, okay. Try and take the staple out and you cut your finger on it, or you just scraped across it. Probably just scraped across it. Yeah, it kind of amazed me yesterday that it's a couple years ago. Okay. Yeah, the shipments I got yesterday from Walmart, one was just a microphone, and it was in one of the boxes there on the ground. I mean, huge box, and all it was a little package about like that big. And then the other one was the tripod, but it was still in a lot smaller box, and they shipped them in great big boxes. But I don't know. I kept the boxes because I'm going to be moving soon, so I may need them. You getting snow up there? Yuck, yuck, yuck. No snow, no snow. I support global warming. At least where I'm at. That hurts when you cut yourself. Those small little cuts like that hurt. I mentioned in my video that I posted the other day that I stabbed myself with a thorn, and it's a week later. It was a week later, and I could still feel it in my hand. You can kind of, and you can't see it. It's no big deal. There's like a little pinhole where I stabbed myself with that thorn. It went deep. It went deep. I mean, I had to tug to pull it out of my hand. You know, mail me the snow. No, thank you. You can keep it. I'm sure I'm going to see some up in Ohio later on this year, so I'm going to stay down here. I'm going to enjoy the warmer weather while I'm down here. It's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be in the mid 70s today, so. Cutting trees is allowed in my city, absolutely. Why wouldn't they let you cut your own trees? RM, it's allowed so much that you can cut trees and you can pile them up, all the cuttings, you can pile them up in your yard, and they will come and pick all that stuff up. And then they grind it all up and they make mulch out of it and use the mulch all around the city. Yeah, sure you did, Ducky. Sure you did, Ducky. Actually, I do see your email, Ducky. I pulled down the menu and I do see your email. So. Stephen, yes. Are you sending a screenshot of you chatting with him or him being in my chat? Stephen, yeah, they allow tree cutting, yeah. Do I do good in studies in school? No, did not. I quit high school in the 9th grade. More interested in having fun and partying. There you go, Lester. See, Ducky missed you. Because you probably believe that she sees people that aren't there. I'm going to play that up as long as I can, Ducky. You're going to start embracing it. There you go. Just like I did with my mustache and the Mr. Hustle. When you first called me Mr. Hustle, I told you, oh, you don't have to call me Mr. But I kind of like it. Other people call me that on here now, so here come the sirens to get you. There you go, Lester. The men in the white coats. Rainey was talking about Cuckoo earlier, and Mel and I said she had her dad was in the where they filmed One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He was there, so there we go. They're going to take me away, ha ha, hee hee. That used to be a song, actually, Ducky. I don't know if that's what you were referencing there, but That's what you were referencing? Okay. You so such an old soul, Ducky. That's a good thing, though. Such an old soul for such a young person. But that is a very good thing. I like that about you. You can tell by the music that you post on your videos. Um, you play it for Petrie and tell him he's going away. Yeah, I fell down the rabbit hole yesterday of listening to a bunch of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Yesterday I was just talking. Somebody mentioned something about music, and I was kind of just talking about older bands and the real music and stuff like that. And for some reason, something came across for Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and um, what was the song? "Still You Turn Me On." And I listened to that, and then some more stuff, and more stuff, and more stuff. And then I also listened to a few songs by Cat Stevens yesterday, which I love. I like it. And let's see, my dad played a lot of stuff for me. I was not allowed to listen or watch a lot of new stuff as a kid. There you go, Ducky. You got a good dad. You got a good dad. Has anybody? Let me ask you this: has anybody ever seen the movie Harold and Maude? I just mentioned Cat Stevens. He does, I think, all the music in that movie. Anybody? The movie Harold and Maude? You've seen it? Yeah, it's a hilarious movie. I love that movie. Do you like it? Did you like that movie, Mel and I? You ever seen? Have you ever seen that movie, Ducky? You were listening to country music? Yeah. I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah. You've never seen it? You have to watch that movie. Harold and Maude. It's probably from the 70s, maybe early 80s. Your dad probably is familiar with it. Cat Stevens, most of the music, I think maybe all the music is by Cat Stevens. Um, but it's a story of a young rich kid um, who has, well, I don't want to tell you. You just need to watch it. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. And it's got a lot of meaning to it, and it does have sad parts to it, but it's pretty good. You saved it to watch? Okay, cool. You definitely got to watch it. Let me know when you watch it. I want to know what you thought of it. I always enjoyed the music. Um, I like Cat Stevens' music, so I always just enjoyed the music in it, but the movie itself is pretty good, too. They do all kinds of weird things in it. Steal cars, steal a cop's motorcycle. But it's not like a chase kind of, action movie. I know you'll enjoy it, Ducky. I know that you'll enjoy it. You love a movie with good music. I like Jesus Christ Superstar. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That was a good movie as well. Actually, I think I went and saw that as a play. Oh wow, back late 70s. I think I went. They had a local production of it, and I went and saw it as a play on stage. Trying to think of another movie. The Led Zeppelin movie. I was talking about that yesterday. The song remains the same. That's always a good movie to watch. If you're into Led Zeppelin, you have just about everything. I like Weird Al. I like his song Amish Paradise. Yeah, yeah. Weird Al did some pretty funny stuff. Have you seen the movie Made in Heaven? No. If I have, I don't remember the name of it. Tom Petty has a short role in a guy named Stanky. I've seen him. I think I remember seeing a movie with Tom Petty in it. I haven't watched anything on TV, gosh, in a long, long time. Any kind of movies or anything like that. I mentioned earlier that I ordered some stuff from Amazon and I got that free Prime. And I was thinking about just going on there while I had it for free. Thinking about going on there and see if there's anything, because I haven't watched anything on Prime or anything like that in quite a while. Um, Maybe I'll see if it. Do you know if that movie's on Prime? Made in Heaven. It's a rare old movie. Okay. Is it a good movie? What's genre? Is it comedy? Is it um, drama, action? Yeah, yeah. The '80s definitely are not old. I was still young in the '80s. Still in my 20s. It is kind of cool though getting music at the store that's classified as old. Date with an Angel. I think I've seen that before. But yeah, you go through and yeah, I was looking through some of the old like CDs and stuff, and in the clearance rack is stuff like Nirvana and stuff like that. So, and I remember thinking when that music came out, I was thinking I was old then because I was in my 30s when that stuff came out, like in the 90s. So, but I guess that's 35 years ago now. So, that Angel is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Bad dreams. Keep it up, brother. I'm 54 and ruck 5 miles every morning and work out. Keep it up, bro. Well, thank you, Bad Dreams. I absolutely will. 86 days I've gone, I walked 2 miles, so 86 days in a row. Yesterday I set my personal best at 32 and a half minutes to complete the 2 miles, and that's from the time I start streaming until the time I get back to the end of the trail. So, um, not an official time, or I mean, I don't keep serious track of the time, but anyway, yeah. But that's definitely my best. Normally I'm around 35 minutes to do it, but I'm chatting and stopping and looking at deer and stuff like that. You know that bad dream guy, he's awesome. All right, cool. Gloria, you're back in here. You're in your late teens in the 80s. Gloria, I was going to, earlier I wanted to ask you a question. All right, Mel and I, we'll talk to you later. I will try to find that movie that you mentioned. Busy day. I was going to ask you, are you? I know that you're on some of the same live streams as I am, and have you seen anything from Guppy Gilly Suit? He was on my stream for a few days in a row. He was on there, and then he was saying he's having problems with his eyes, glaucoma, and he commented on one of my videos, and I haven't heard anything from him since. I was just wondering how he's doing and if you know anything about that. You're 14 and 89. You saw him about 2 days ago on a live stream? Okay. All right. Well, it's been since then, or it was before that, that he commented on my video, and he said that he couldn't see anything. So, just curious as to how he was doing. Siva, how are you doing? I'm doing very well. 86 days in a row of live streaming from my 2-mile walk. Hit or miss, had rough 2 days. I'm not sorry to hear that. He commented on a video yesterday. Okay. All right, cool. Just kind of wondering if he's doing all right. There you go, Bad Dream. You guys missed all the fun talk. Ducky was on here talking about people that were chatting in my stream that don't exist. And we got another one of my had to do it, Ducky. You know I did. We had someone else that was very concerned about one of my moderators who's in the hospital because she can't poop. So giving her pointers on how to make herself poop so she can get out of the hospital. I've heard that word before. I don't know for sure what it is. I ate some cheese lasagna. It may have killed me. I'm not sure as of yet. Oh, wow. Yeah. Ducky does see non-existent people anyway. I was talking about the movie with Henry Fonda. He had a rabbit that he saw in the movie. I can't remember the name of the movie though. And she's talking about somebody named Mr. Doggy, so figured it was kind of the same thing. Mr. Carter, I saw your comment when you first posted it, and I was talking about other things before I wanted to say something, but I hope the Chiefs lose out the rest of the year. I hope they have something happen to them and they end up losing the rest of the year. Doggy McNaughty is his name. I saw him. He was in my rankings. When I looked at the top fans, he was in my rankings. I saw him, so I know that he does exist, but can't resist a chance to give you some shit about it, Ducky. Yeah, the waiting too long. I do the same thing. Glory. I got bit by a brown recluse spider last year on the back of my leg. Yeah, the Chiefs, not my team. I am not Andy Reid. I wish I was. I wish I was making this kind of money, but definitely not Andy Reid. And don't really care for the Chiefs a whole lot. They got their 53-man roster, and then however many referees are on the field, that's their team. So, yeah, I got bit by a brown recluse spider last winter, and on the back of my leg, and I felt it within a couple days. But yeah, I waited till there was like white pus coming out of the spider bite. All right, Bad Dream, good to have you here today. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the encouragement. Um, ACR Protect posted something like a shout out to me yesterday, and I said in that you guys are the reason I keep going, and that is part of it, that you guys keep me motivated to do this. So, you like the Patriots? Yeah, Mr. Carter, we got some serious problems with our team. And all these talking heads, especially the local ones, oh, well, they need to fire this guy, they need to fire that guy, and the Bengals never do anything. So they traded away Logan Wilson, which that doesn't make any sense to me, but I don't know. Yes, 86 days in a row without doing the walks. So I have been streaming for 2 hours. My phone is down to about 16%, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end this here and go see if I can verify that Ducky is not talking to dead people. Had to one more time, Ducky. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end this here. Definitely had fun today talking with everybody. You all have a fantastic day, because I'm going to. And I do appreciate everybody being here. Peace. Oh, missed.